Hello ladies and gents, it is raining, so I've got my trusty umbrella. It's raining all over the world. I've just had a great call with some potential Saudi clients actually. Really lovely to deal with, I've got to be honest with you. Like dealing with, they call you Mr, right? Mr. Bateman, Mr. Daniel, and it's so lovely. But they were telling me right now, Saudi Arabia, I know in Dubai, they've just had these floods. It's like, everywhere's raining all over the world right now. Yeah, this is my late afternoon walk to try and get a little bit of vitamin D, but it's not looking the nicest right now. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit wet. This is interesting, guys. You can probably have a look. It's little food shops. Give you a little pan down there. 没关系，你可以休息。我拍视频，你可以休息。我拍视频，休息吧。The lady came down. So it's a little bit chilly today as well. It's a bit chilly. It feels like November. So yeah, gonna go for a nice little walk and go for a walk around the block. Yeah, it's been a good day. I've just had a school contact me and they're saying we're going to sign an agreement, so I'm pretty happy. It's been a good day. All this hard work is paying off. It's always a tough one dealing with China because a lot of Western companies, there's still that stigma with China, which I'm trying to dispel. I'm trying to show that this is the place to be. I'll maybe put that up there so then you can see behind me. But I still get this reluctance. I don't know why. The Saudi clients, they were lovely. Like they clearly see the opportunity. But with UK clients, honestly, they are, maybe I'm stereotyping, but some can be very, very stubborn. Some are great, some really see the opportunity with China, but others are just like, why would we consider China? It's like, because it's one of the biggest markets in the world, especially when it comes to education. You know, the students study bloody hard here. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good day. Potential clients, signed a client, and this morning my boxing went well. I've started sparring, so I got punched a few times in the head today, which was good. So I've slowly started sparring and going up against an opponent now. Honestly, I see this pink car all the time. I don't know, guys, what do you think to that pink car? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like whether, what do you think to that colour? Is that the right colour? I don't know. Is that a thumbnail potential? Might be. I'm not sure about that. And it's a Land Rover. Yeah, when I see sometimes when I see these great British cars in colours like that, I'm not too sure. Anyway, so yeah, boxing this morning, which was good. Although I felt like my sparring this week wasn't as good as last week. Last week, my opponent was quite standoffish. He wasn't as aggressive, but the guy I had today was really aggressive. He was like cornering me, and I'm not used to that. I'm just used to kind of learning how to punch, right? But he's very clever, like how to corner you off. But I found out he's been boxing for nearly 10 years, so you know, probably I've been doing it for 4 months, fairly consistently. So I did a bit of that. Oh, I had another great call. So I woke up early this morning, I had a call with a school in New Zealand this morning, which went really well. It's an independent school that are looking to set up here in China. So that's what I do, guys. A lot of people ask me, what do? I help companies set up digitally here in China to do all their social media. I know how to grow it here in China because I'm also a quote-unquote influencer, whatever that means. Like, an influencer, I think, is someone that really gets you to buy products and services. I can do that to some degree, but I'm not a Logan Paul or a KSI yet. Maybe one day. You know, those guys where people buy whatever they ask. Oh, these little dogs. I love these little dogs in this little shop. The problem is they always bark at me. I don't know if I can show you. There you go. And sorry about the camera. You can see I'm a professional. Which way should we go today? Yeah, let's go this way. Go somewhere different. Oh, that's a new place. Interesting. I'm always impressed in China how, like, shops just crop up out of nowhere, and that entrepreneurial spirit that they have here. Quick money, got to make your money quick. Although I'm kind of a combination of the two. I like to make money quick, but I like to build stuff that's actually sustainable. So, and that is that's changing now in China. You know, they are trying to build for the future now. Not, no, probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago in China, there was that stigma or thoughts that, you know, that when they build something, it's probably going to break in 5 minutes. And now it's built to last. Things are built quality that matches the West to some degree. Nice little talk. I know you can't really see behind me, so I've got the umbrella, but it's a very nice British umbrella. It's a Fulton. Hey, 对视, eye contact. Chinese guy was like, yeah. So, yeah, I've got to look at the podcast tonight. Podcast's got to go up. My videographer, he's going away. It's the Labor Day holiday, so a lot of people are going away from today. Shanghai is definitely quieter. I've noticed it's quieter the last few days. People are going away. Things will shut off until kind of the 5th or the 6th here. I'm going away next week, so I'm just gonna work my bottom off. But it's all. So these are interesting. This is something I'll show you guys. You see this place, Joy Max. Potential thumbnail? No. So this is it's like an alcohol. These like alcohol shops. They're never busy though. I just don't understand. But you do see the odd. But you can get some good prices on alcohol in there. So you can get your wines and things like that in there. Let me switch arms, guys, because my my arm is getting a bit achy. Whew. So yeah, so the call this morning went really well. Fitness is going up. My diet is on point at the moment. No cheat meals. My podcast, the Panda Profits podcast, is smashing it this week. Hit 1,000 views already in 2 days, which is the first episode to hit 1,000 views that quickly. So it's scaling. Still got to work on some things for the podcast. I think maybe the backgrounds and the mics, but you know, everything's bootstrapped at the moment. I'm working on things, but it's getting there. It's all coming together. Yeah. So yeah, things are coming up rosy. It's a good day. I had one of those ice baths after my boxing. kind of a self-made one. And those first 5-10 seconds are horrible, but once you get in, and it's interesting because in Chinese culture, generally they that's quite nice. There you go, a little, quite nice. That's the thumbnail, maybe. Generally in China, they like hot things, right? They like right now. See my legs like that. A lot of people will say, you know, I'm crazy for having my for wearing shorts. But yeah, they're always emphasizing here about keeping warm and "Ilang bulang, you cold?" Like, no, not cold. But it's interesting how that scene has come in the last few years. This idea of ice baths, and you know, when I was growing up, it was never after a workout, you know, have a cold shower or an ice bath. The little tea place, having a little bit of tea in there, a little bit of tea. So I had one of those. I've just got a new intern as well, who's pretty good. He's doing quite well. A couple of days in. I think that's the thing. You want interns, or you want new staff that are proactive. That's what you always want. And the new guy I've got, he's good. You know, I think it's early days, but he's got that go-getter kind of attitude, that proactive attitude that you want. You always want that with your staff. You don't want people that are gonna be lazy, to be honest. I've had certainly had a few over the last few years, but this guy just, you know, you want yes people. You want people that are just gonna take on board. He was thankful. Like, I gave him a little training this afternoon, showed him how to use some different tools, and he was like, "Thank you so much." And so off to a good start. My new intern. So all good. Yeah, it's just one of those days where weather's terrible, but all in all, it's a good day for getting stuff done. But I gotta be honest, guys, like this podcast, Thomas, the guy I've just had on, he's been absolutely superb. He's been pushing the hell out of this podcast when he didn't have to. He's bloody busy. He's got a nighttime, you know, he's got a daytime job, nighttime business. The guy barely sleeps, but he just, you know, out of the goodness of his heart, he pushed it. And I'm not complaining about some of the other guests I've had on my podcast, but some of them just did nothing. They just, let the podcast should speak for itself. That was the quote I had from one guest. I'm not going to plug the podcast because the podcast should speak for itself. Which I know that you got to plug this content. You can't just, YouTube is not always just going to push everything that you do. So you've got to also do a little bit of aftercare, a bit of Instagram or whatever. Oh, my arm is very achy today. It's probably for the boxing. There you go, switch that. I know you're seeing a lot of umbrella today, but today it's a talky vlog. I thought about doing this in my apartment today, but I was like, I'll just get it done. I'll get it done out and about. Yeah, it's been a good day. And tomorrow's going to be another day of work, podcast day. I won't be doing boxing for a few weeks because my boxing coach is traveling, but we'll keep on. Got to pick up the intensity on my boxing. I'm really enjoying these vlogs because it just allows me to talk out loud and think about what I've got coming up. But I've got a plan to do. I've got to set up some more travelling soon as well. I've got to try and get some trips booked, because recently I've been stuck in the office and in my apartment just working hard, but not playing hard as much as I'd like. Really got to sort this camera out. Apologies, guys. As you know, it's very it's got an interesting shot. All bits and bobs. It's very unfiltered is the word. Oh, they've got a little, like, their kitchen is outside. Interesting. They're cooking outside. I always like these little housing. You can see all this little housing here. See how these people live. It's incredible. Kind of that old Shanghai style. It's quite small, like, it's quite dainty. Quite cute, actually. Wow. All the little kitchens, how people live. I mean, look at the size of that door. Right, I need a better thumbnail. That might be one. I don't know, we'll see. Still working on the double chin, as you can see. It's quite prominent today. Don't know why. A nice little walk, nice break from a few hours. I've been doing quite a good, I've had quite a good routine at the moment, doing sort of 30 minutes, 45 minutes and do some push-ups, and it's kept me focused, having that kind of routine. The weather's got to pick up though tomorrow. I can't vlog like this every day. Yeah. The Bowan smiling at me. It's what I always like about trying, but there's that curiosity, that kind of, ooh, it's always good to see. Anything else? I'm trying to think what else has happened. It's a little bit of a quiet week for calls. I need to set some more calls up this week, because I'm at that stage where loads of clients are sitting on proposals and agreements, and it's just a case of getting them signed, getting the money in. So I'm just working on that at the moment. That's something that hopefully I'll get over the line. Look at this, guys. Look how many bikes are here. That's a good thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think that's the thumbnail. There we go. I've done it. Crazy. How many bikes? So when you go to a place like Beijing, they've got a mountain of these things. They've got mountains of bikes. But at least you got options, right? I usually use the yellow ones. The yellow ones are the best ones. They've upgraded them recently, which is good to see. They call them the Meituan bikes. Meituan is the company that does it. There's quite a few here as well. Quite a few bikes. Always impressed. They tried the bike sharing thing in the UK, but people just threw them in the river. That was well, I think they trialed them in London and Manchester. I remember one year I saw they used to have these things called mobikes, which were very similar. You don't see mobike anymore, but yeah, they trialed it in the UK, and the UK people were like, I'm not having these, don't like them. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut it there. Hope you enjoyed this vlog in the rain. Wanted to stay consistent, so I was going to keep at it. If you like, dislike, want to criticize, give me praise, then feel free to drop a comment below. Any way I can improve these guys, let me know. Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. Jayo, Jen. Take care. Bye bye.